Do you have an immigration interview coming up? I got 4 things that you need to know before you step into that office. I'm Naseer Duncan. I used to work for USCIS as an immigration officer. I used to work for the immigration court, and now I'm an immigration attorney, and I'm bringing you guys all the information that I learned while working inside the system. So back to the list. Number 1, don't panic. Being nervous, we all know you get nervous. That's natural. However, when you panic, you make mistakes. And mistakes look like inconsistencies to the officer. So take a deep breath, calm yourself, look at the officer, and then speak. Number 2, don't overshare. Respond to the question asked to you as thoroughly as you can, and then stop talking. If you start talking, you're going to open up different lines or questions of inquiry which you haven't prepared for, and you don't want that. Your job is to answer the question as succinctly as possible and as thoroughly as possible, and then stop talking. If the officer wants to ask more questions, you allow them to do that, but your job is to answer the question and get out of that question without doing damage to yourself. Number 3, control your emotions. Control your emotions. Your job is to walk into that interview and keep your cool. I don't care if the officer is being cold to you. If you lose your cool, you lose control of that interview. The officer can be cold to you. The officer can appear mean to you. Your job is to stay calm and respond to the officer the best way that you can. You have to remember, this is about you and this is about your family. It's not about him and it's not about her. It's about you. So stay cool. Here's a quick case study on why step 3 matters. I had to deny a couple because the wife lost her cool. She started yelling at me. She was offended by a question that I asked. Unfortunately, it wasn't my intention to offend her, but as I've stated before, you have to just relax and let the officer ask the questions, even if they're cold or they feel like they're testing you. You have to keep your cool. And one of the reasons why I'm doing this series inside the interview is to give you guys insights on what the thinking of the officer is, so you don't make the same mistake that that young lady made. Now, on to the next step. Number 4, be prepared. You wouldn't believe how many times I've had people in my interview office when I worked for USCIS that were completely unprepared for the interview. I had a young couple in that didn't even know each other's birthday. I asked the young man, when was the last time you took the young lady on a date? He couldn't tell me. I asked her, what was the last gift he gave you prior to you coming to the U.S., and she couldn't tell me. This is unacceptable, folks, because especially if it's a K-1 interview, your goal is to come in and prove that the relationship was established prior to the person coming to the United States, right? And you have to be able to answer these basic questions. It's just one-on-one for us as an officer. We're looking for inconsistencies. That's the goal of an officer. We're not trying to fail you, but we are looking for inconsistencies to prove that what we see on paper is what we see in front of us, right? It's not just about the paperwork. When you go into these interviews, it's also about how you're preparing. The officer is looking at your behaviors. And if your behaviors tell that officer something different than he sees on that paperwork, you're going to have a problem. Here at Inside the Interview, what I'll be doing is I'll be bringing you guys inside information about how to prepare for your K-1 interviews, how to prepare for your adjustment of status interviews, how to prepare for your citizenship interviews, how to prepare for a fraud interview, because those interviews require a whole different kind of preparation. But I'll be bringing you all that information here on Inside the Interview.